So you need a little bit of help getting bookings. I'm here to give you some of my best tips on how to fill your calendar and make sure that your UBAM business keeps going strong or gets off to a really strong start. My biggest, absolute number one tip for you is don't give up. The success of your business largely depends on you alone. You are an independent business owner and you are key to the success of your business. You have a fabulous team surrounding you to support you, but what it does come down to is the amount of effort that you are going to put in. So, if you've already gone through and had a launch party and you've tried your best to get bookings from that party, you've messaged your friends, I want you to go back through your friends list and try and message more people. The number one way that I got my business off to a great start was not my launch party. I actually had kind of a mediocre launch party, to be honest with you. I only got a few bookings from it, I think maybe 2 or 3. But what really got my business off to a good start is I went through and I messaged 200 of my friends. That's right, 200 of my friends, some of which who don't even have kids, just have kids in their lives. And I pitched the idea of doing a party to them. I didn't act like they would be doing me a favor at all. I sent them a nice, bubbly message saying, hey, you've probably seen that I joined Usborne Books and More as an independent consultant. I'm having a lot of fun. I've really been able to help a number of my friends get some great books, hundreds of dollars in free books for their families, godkids, whatever the situation was. I made it personal to them. And I'd love to try and help you get some too. What do you think about us setting up a Facebook party for you? And leave it as a question and wait for them to respond. I got a lot of no's. And that hurt. It really hurt my pride. It was so hard to do this. But you know what? I got 5 yeses. And those 5 yeses out of 200 messages that I sent totally jump-started my business. I had one friend who at first said no. She said, that's not really my thing. I just don't feel comfortable asking my friends to come to a party. But I knew that she had a little boy who was about to turn 1. And so I said, what if we make it a birthday party for your son? And we pitched it as that, and he could get all of the free book rewards to build up his bookcase. She loved that idea. She agreed. And she's actually an executive on our team right now. So you never know what is going to happen. So don't be afraid to message people. There's a difference between messaging people and harassing people. Of course, if someone says no, 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 don't keep bothering them. But don't be afraid to send a message. And when you talk to people in person, don't be afraid to bring this up. I tell everyone what I do, and I've gotten a lot of bookings from doing that. At first, I was really nervous about doing that, but practice your elevator speech by yourself in front of a mirror. Find ways to drop what you do into conversation. I have my little boy in Little Gym, and he's in the big boy class, so he goes by himself, and I sit outside with him with my baby, and I always make sure to bring Usborne books with me. First of all, because they're awesome and I want my child to look at them, but also because it's a really great conversation starter. I love wearing UBAM apparel. It's a great conversation starter. So these are all little things. Even if you just have a few books from your starter kit, bring them with you places and share them with others. It's a great way to be able to open up that conversation. So those are my first 2 tips for you. If you're still having a hard time after you've gone through all of your friends, done lots of messages, talked to lots of people in person, gone through the people that you text message, talked to your family, try doing a home party. You could also try and book some booths. Those are great ways to get some leads. Some people have had luck in posting in yard sale sites, asking, hey, is anyone interested in trying to get some free books for their, or not trying, in getting some free books for their families? If so, comment here. I'd love to share some information with you. You want to make sure that that's within the yard sale site's rules, but that is a really good way to try and get some bookings. Go around your neighborhood, reconnect with your neighbors and friends. You could make a little flyer, you could handwrite something if you wanted, or you could print something out on your computer, or you could just go around and share your flyer with people about what you're doing. And you could include, if you're new, you could include the double rewards chart. If you're not new and you've been around for a while and you're out of your incentive period, you could include the monthly special chart. There's lots of ways to connect with people. This business is really about relationships, so try to put relationships first and be interested in people's personal lives as well. Don't just start the conversation with, I am an Usborne Books and More consultant. You want to really try and connect with them, find out about their kids. Look into if your kids are in school, think about that as an option. You can't necessarily do something for the school, but maybe there are kids in your child's class whose parents might want to try and beef up their home libraries. You can reach out to preschools as long as they're not attached to an accredited kindergarten or higher. You could do book fairs for a preschool, a party for a preschool. Lots of times preschools have like spring festivals, Valentine's Day parties, different things that maybe you could just set up a table at and try and get some leads. You could ask if you could donate a basket to a preschool and have people fill out information in a raffle form, and that would give you hundreds of leads. You could do the same thing for any place that parents pay to take their kids, like a little gym or a children's museum would be a great place to do that. Just have a tiny form to have people fill out, and you'd give away 3 or 4 books maybe, but it would be well worth it in the amount of leads that you would get. Ultimately, there are tons of ways to try and jumpstart your business and get bookings, but again, it really, really depends on you. So make sure that you are taking personal responsibility for your business and you are exhausting all avenues before you give up. Don't give up. Giving up is always an option, but it is never going to be my choice, and I really hope that it's not yours either. Thanks. Bye.